Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Hope you are well. I'm going to give you a moment to, in the live version of this podcast, people are just logging in, saying hi. So as you do that, please post in the comments hello or good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you're watching from. If you're brand new to checking out Virtual Coffee Club, whether you catch this live or later on the replay, let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from, because we love to hear where all our new family members are hanging out. And we'll give you a moment to do that. But feeling like, I'm kind of looking, maybe it's going to be a nicer Friday weather-wise in my neck of the woods. It's been a week of kind of shit weather. Allison, good morning. How are you on this Friday? So good. I don't have a Calgary Flames coffee mug, but I found a red and white coffee mug. I thought that would be the closest thing. This is my Pro Rodeo Canada coffee mug, which they've got a rodeo in Falkland, BC this weekend. So we wish all the contestants a great weekend there. But this is my closest to a Calgary Flames coffee mug that I have. Allison, my hair is a disaster. You can't see me, can you? No, only you can see me. I'm the only one who has to comb their hair before going on live. I guess I don't have to, but you're welcome that I choose to. Because I'm not gonna lie, it was living large. I didn't have a great sleep last night. This whole week actually has been kind of a shit week for sleeping, and we've had a lot of weather fluctuations. And I find when our barometric pressure fluctuates like that, my head just does not love me in return in that moment. And yeah, it's felt like it's been like the longest week ever. How about you? How was your week? What have you been up to? Yeah, Friday, long weekend. There could be lots of people having an early long weekend. I know kids are off school today, so satin pillow grace. I have one. And it's still a disaster. And I don't know about you, but I find that they slide right off the pillow. Like by morning, my pillows are so naked. I don't know about you. Mike LaBelle, happy Friday, Flames Day. Woo! Flames versus Oilers in Alberta, if you're a fan. I don't know. Did anybody watch the game last night between Colorado and St. Louis? How's that looking? I don't know. But Flames play Edmonton tonight. That's why I'm drinking out of a red cup. Morning, Krista says. Morning, girl. Shit sleep. Yeah, it's just been that week. Jim, good morning. Welcome. Glad you're here. Melodine, good morning. Cheryl, good morning. Yeah. Oh, Allison facilitated her first 2 seminars yesterday. Can everybody put some hand clapping in the comments for Allison? That's amazing. Jim's cheering for the Flames from New York. So thank you. That's awesome. We're excited for those Flames. I got a couple of fun wagers going on, so I'm hoping that everything goes well. One with a longtime friend, Jamie. We have a series wager going on, and the loser has to give $100 to a charity of choice. And so I'm looking forward to him giving a charity of my choice the money. I think it's going to be good. Going to be really good. And yeah, it's kind of fun. And I was noticing, like, I don't know. I think when I don't know if I would call myself an on again, off again Flames fan, but I wasn't really diehard into hockey until it's probably been about the past year. I had a friend who was really into hockey, so I got really into watching it also. And then it's just kind of stuck for me. Maybe it was because of COVID. I don't know. But now I'm pretty jazzed about it and realize that I don't own anything Calgary Flames. Oh, here's someone we need to kick out of the club. Just kidding. He says, fuck it, Flames Friday. Oh, Daryl. An Oilers fan, I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Thank you, Corey. Go Flames. I don't own anything Flames. So that's something that I need to change in my life is I need to get some Flames things, not some Oilers things, Daryl. Allison says, my mom is 90 and she thinks the stress of the playoffs might kill her. Oh no. It is, but I agree. I don't know about you, but I find watching it. My friend Mike was making fun of me the other night because he was in Winnipeg and wasn't able to watch the game consistently on Wednesday night. And so he had phoned and we were talking on the phone and I was giving him updates on the game, but I'm basically just screaming in the poor guy's ear. Like my heart races. I scream. It's insane. I don't know. It's like, it's so stressful. Corey says, no Flames gear. Okay, we got to go Flames gear shopping. What you got behind the sheet? I know, right? No, honestly, okay, you want me to confess to you? Because it's Fuck It Friday, and I was just like, fuck it. This whole week has felt like fuck it week, right? Because of the headaches, because of the weather, because of the everything and the shit sleep. But this is actually my whiteboard. And it has a bunch of planning things on it. So I didn't want to share what was on the whiteboard, but I use the whiteboard to block the view so you can't see that I haven't washed the dishes in my kitchen as of yet this morning. That's the God's honest truth that yeah, I could have just said fuck it Friday and let you look at my dirty dishes, but I can't go there. I have to keep up some sort of illusion. You know, the man of my dreams could be watching this coffee club and be like, she doesn't keep a very tidy kitchen. You got to trick those dudes from the beginning, don't you think? I don't know. Allison says her son was on the Red Mile and amazed that me and his dad were downtown the night the Flames won when we were his age. Right. It was in the 90s, the early 90s when we were at this battle before. But you know what I really liked? I had saw the interview that they did with Daryl Sutter, and what I really liked actually was his approach to it. That he said, "You know what? I'm not going to buy into this whole hashtag Battle of Alberta because hockey is what brings the province together." And he actually said in his interview, "There's three things that bring people together: sports, church." What was the third thing? Shit! Now that I tell you, I can't remember what he said. Did anyone else see it? You can give me what the third thing was. I had it in my brain just when I started talking. Funerals? Was that it? Music. Was it music? It was music. Yeah. Thank you. And I thought that was really cool and true. And so how can we come together? And yes, there's great rivalries between Oilers fans and Flames fans, right? Because I mean, any of us who are Flames fans, we want to jump all over Daryl right now, who's our Oilers fan, but there could be other Oilers fans on here. You're not welcome. We're an inclusive environment. But so there's fun rivalries between, but honestly, it really has brought so much of the province together in that. And I mean, there's always, I mean, I'm sure there's stories of it going awry because humans are involved, right? But for the most part, I like that. And I like that's what brings us together: sports, church, music. It's really quite true. Jim says the first game, all of the staff were wearing cowboy hats. They were wearing Smith belts, Jim, not just cowboy hats, Smith belts. That's an important, integral piece of that. Do you think he'll smile if we win the cup? I don't know. I think that would be the biggest wager to make of this actual series between it, Daryl smiling. I don't know. It doesn't even matter to me. So I guess too on this Fuck It Friday, do you have anything you need to just say fuck it to? Let's leave it in this week and head into a long weekend. We've got a fun long weekend ahead. It's the May long. It's probably going to be crap weather because we are always guaranteed that, but we are troopers in Canada that we go out and try to do something for this weekend, regardless of that. So, what do you got planned for the weekends? What do you got going on? What do you need to say fuck it to? Post it in the comments, and we're going to leave it in this week and we're going to start fresh for the weekend. Yes. Fuck it to the mess in my house. I hear you on that one, sister. I say the same thing. Krista says, what's a Smith belt? Oh my gosh. Krista, you do have to Google it. Smith Build is a Calgary-based cowboy hat making company, and they make all kinds of hats, actually. It's a really cool facility. You should actually take a trip to check them out sometime. And they make all the hats on site. So I don't know if you've seen over the years, if you've followed along with it, when anybody's white cowboy hatted when they visit the city of Calgary, that's a Smith Build. And they're a long-standing company that's built cowboy hats, and they are exceptional, exceptional cowboy hats. I have a Smith Built cowboy hat, but I also have a Smith Built, I don't know if they're called fancy hats or what they are, but it's another amazing felt hat that's not cowboy hat style that I also love. Doing any rodeoing this weekend? I am not doing any rodeo this weekend. There is, as I was saying earlier, there's Pro Rodeo Canada action happening out in BC. So in Falkland, if you want to check out some rodeo action on the pro level, they're there. I have no idea what's happening weekend-wise. There is a kids rodeo happening in High River this weekend because that's Little Britches weekend. This week, it was kind of fun this week. So I do social media for the High River District Healthcare Foundation. Kathy, if you're still with us, she can attest to this. And on the May long weekend, the Longview 4-H Beef Club holds their annual show and sale. And so what happens if you're not familiar with a beef club with 4-H, because I know we got people watching from all over, is that the kids that are in the 4-H club will raise a steer, usually from birth all the way up to sale time. And they have to halter break it. They feed it, they groom it, they make it show pretty, and then they will sell it by the pound at the sale on Monday. And each year for the past several years, the foundation has been so blessed to be the recipient of one of the charity steers. So on Wednesday, the executive director, Wendy Kennelly, and I went out to visit with Caden Lewis, who is the young man who has been raising the steer, and his parents as well, Ross and Jennifer. We got to go out and meet the steer, whose name is Knuckles, by the way. I'll try to show you a photo while we're talking. And I think my favorite part is that Wendy has never, it's not in her wheelhouse. She's not a country person. She didn't grow up going into 4-H. So it was a really cool experience to watch her experience of this because she'd never been around it before. So try to show you. So here's a picture of Wendy and Knuckles. And she got the opportunity to lead him around the corral. It was pretty much the windiest day in the entire, we did an interview in the Quonset after, and you can just hear the wind whistling in the background. But yeah, this is Knuckles. And Knuckles is big. Knuckles is probably, I don't know, Kath, what did they say? 1,700 pounds. And it gets sold by the pound. So all the proceeds from the sale of Knuckles on Monday will go towards the hospital foundation as a donation from the beef club. Is that not so amazing? And it was just really cool to talk to the young man, Caden was his name, who raised Knuckles because he really enjoyed the process and knowing that he would give back. And the steer, he's got his name Knuckles, actually. I'm going to have to just share the video with you. But he got the name because when he was born, he had kind of a deformity in his leg, his tendons or whatever were pulled back, and he was on his knuckles, and they were able to fix that. He walks just fine. We do have to keep in mind, for those that are not of the country way of mind, is that these cattle are raised to be butchered for food. And so that's will be the fate of Knuckles. But he is going to, yeah, he's going to feed someone in our community, and the money raised from him is going back into projects through the hospital foundation, which I think is amazing. Amazing. Yeah, Kathy says it's so cool to see the accomplishments of these young people. So lucky. Just kind of a cool community thing. So yeah, on Wednesday, we got to do a photo shoot with Knuckles and get him led around the thing there. I get to jump into a photo with it. I was really dressed to be behind the scenes videoing, but that's fine. And it was just really fun. But I really honestly, I loved watching Wendy's face in the process because she was also so afraid. And we take for granted, I was talking with the Lewises about that, is when you are born and raised in a country or Western community, you easily take stuff like that for granted because we've grown up around that. And watching someone experience it for the first time, it was pretty cool. So let's give a big cheers to Wendy for facing a fear today. That was really cool. Yeah, it was really cool. That was maybe the highlight of my week this week because the rest of it, I just wanted to stay in bed the whole entire time, honestly. But what about you? What do you got planned for the long weekend? You doing anything? You got any wild plans? There's a parade in High River if you're in southern Alberta tomorrow morning at 10. Parades are back. That's an exciting thing for communities. We're going to be tired tomorrow morning because we're going to stay up cheering on the Flames tonight. And then when they win, we got to call our friends like Daryl and gloat in front of them. Although I'm not going to lie, that first game, there was a couple of moments where I was a little concerned. Allison's going to Edmonton on Sunday for a couple nights. Yeah, good. Love it. Chris is going to be at the parade. Perfect. What else you got going on? I have fluid plans at the moment, I guess. Just can't decide. Probably because I'm still in headache mode and I'm like, maybe I'll just sleep. Maybe I'll do the dishes that are behind this curtain right now. Jim says, next Tuesday, my wife and I are visiting Canada for the first time in years. Nice. Are you just crossing over into Niagara or what are you doing? Might as well just pry into your personal life. Fluid as in wine. Yes. Could be. Not promising anything. Could be. Anyway. Thanks for hanging out with us. We know that Corey and I are going to go buy Flames gear this weekend. That's on our list. Nominations are opening next week. Speaking of Corey, we are excited that nominations open next week for Foothills Angel. So we're looking forward to bringing somebody some joy in the coming weeks. We're literally looking forward to that. Yeah, it's just middle of May, I mean. Yeah. Anyway, love you guys. I hope you have an amazing long weekend. The plan as of today is that we will be here Monday morning, even though it is a holiday Monday in Canada. We will be here Monday morning at 9 a.m. If that changes, I appreciate your understanding. But as it stands right now, we will be here Monday morning for Virtual Coffee Club, Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And we look forward to having some fun with you. And we've got some special guests lined up for next week, which we're excited about. Thanks again to Carol, who was here on Wednesday. A reminder also, doesn't matter where you live in the world, you can be a part of our community wellness journey, which is going to kick off on May the 30th. We're really excited about this 5 weeks. We are going to take what was a 10-year sort of community challenge that happened in High River, and we're morphing it into an inclusive wellness journey. And so there will still be weekly challenges. There's still going to be chances to win prizes, but it won't be quite as competitive. And we're going to deep dive into a few different things and also sharing in my favorite tool of How's Your Five in deepening our conversations. And we're going to do a little bit of internal work in that. And we are crazy excited. You will have access to private tutorials in that 5 weeks and a whole lot more. And you guys, we're just charging $10. That's it. That's all you got to do. So if you would like to be a part of that, let me know. I will send you the registration form. You can also find it on Facebook at Community Wellness Journey. And I hope that you join us and have fun. We're going to do it from May 30th to June 30th, and a little bit of a Kickstarter on that wellness journey as we head into summer. So would love you to be a part of it. It's going to be so much fun. So have an amazing rest of your long weekend, my friends, and we'll see you back here Monday morning at 9 a.m. Have a great one. Go Flames, go tonight.